This is Kelso Surgeon. Thank you very much for tuning in for another session of Handicapping 101. The emphasis today will be on the NBA with a word about tonight's NFL game. Before we get to that, just a couple of thoughts. You know, I'm coming off a tremendous week. Last Saturday and Sunday, I released 9 games rated 50 to 100 units. Went 7-2 in those games. If you were with me and you used all of them, you had to break the bank. This week is another giant weekend on Saturday. It'll be my 100-unit college basketball game of the month. On Sunday, another 100-unit NFL, a blowout game. Last week I got the cash at the 100-unit level with the St. Louis Rams over Arizona, and I intend to win just as easily on Sunday with this game. Also a reminder, my December to Remember package is underway. Might be the bargain of the entire sports season. The December to Remember package brings you 3 things. The rest of the NFL regular season, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl. All the college bowl games, including the BCS championship game between Auburn and Oregon, and daily basketball selections right through the end of the regular season. And by the way, I'm winning big in basketball too. 4-0 last night, getting the money, by the way, with 3 underdogs, 2 of which won outright. You can get the entire December to Remember package for just $249 charged to your major credit card. And it's available right here on this site or toll free at 1-800-755-2255. Now, a quick word about tonight's football game that finds Indianapolis at Tennessee. Both these teams are in disaster mode right now, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to approach it very cautiously. I don't know what kind of a stand I'm going to take on this game, but I'm certainly going to use it. I have somewhat of a feel, you know, but here's the Indianapolis Colts. They've lost 3 in a row and just seem to be coming unglued. You've got Tennessee, lost 5 in a row, and it seems to me to be, to say this team is coming unglued would be a major understatement. But I will have it tonight. I just don't know what level I'm going to reach it. Now let's discuss the NBA just a little bit. You know, the NBA gets as much action in Las Vegas as does college basketball because for a lot of reasons that we'll go into it another time. Big bettors love to wager on the NBA, and while they might wager $100 on a college basketball game, they'll wager $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 on an NBA game. You know, we look at the NBA and we say, well, it's tough to beat this game. It's really not that tough. You know, if for instance, you know, just picking the winner of a game, the outright winner is always the start of what you can do or start of the handicapping process in the NBA. And there's one thing you can do, just go right to the figures. You know, if you're looking to find teams to bet on and against, I would start with the against teams in certain circumstances. For instance, the Philadelphia 76ers are 1-10 on the road. The New Jersey Nets are 2-10 on the road. Detroit 2-10. Washington 0-11 on the road this season. And you could go on and on. These teams that don't win on the road obviously are go against teams, and you just have to figure out, well, can I lay the number that I'm going to have to lay in this kind of a game? But these are situations where you can pick the outright winner. Now you just have to figure out which team can cover the number, and that brings me to some rather startling statistics. Do you realize that if you had bet on every game the New York Knicks had played this season, you would have won 71% of the time? You only need to win 52% of the time to break even. By the same token, if you're one of those who bet on the Sacramento Kings in all their games this season, you won 26% of the time. There's 2 things that are working for you in the NBA. How teams perform in certain situations, such as on the road, permits you to pick a straight-up winner, and you have to figure out how to cover the number. And then there are just teams out there that statistically are beating the spread with great regularity, and you can follow those teams until it changes. You know, bookmakers are not fools, and they're not going to let you get away with stealing money forever. But right now, if you bet on the Knicks, you're taking a big edge. If you bet against the Sacramento Kings, you're taking a big edge. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be right back here tomorrow with a good round of College Basketball 101.